Carlos Frederico Werneck de Lacerda was a Brazilian journalist and politician. Born in Rio de Janeiro, Lacerda was the son of a family of politicians from Vassouras, Rio de Janeiro state. When he was a law student, Lacerda became sympathetic to left-wing ideas, but by the 1940s, he had transformed into a staunch anti-communist and conservative. He started his journalism career at Diário de Notícias in 1929. In 1949 he founded the newspaper Tribuna da Imprensa. Starting his political career in 1947, Lacerda was elected to the legislative chamber of the city of Rio de Janeiro. In 1950, he was elected a National Democratic Union representative for the state of Rio in the Chamber of Deputies. He became well known for his uncompromising opposition of the government of President Getúlio Vargas and even demanded the overthrow of Vargas. He survived an assassination attempt in August 1954, which became known as the crime of Rua Tonelero. It is widely believed by historians to have been made by men acting under the orders of Gregorio Fortunato, o Anjo Negro, a black man, who was the head of Vargas' personal bodyguards. Brazilian Air Force Major Rubens Vaz was killed in the attempt, and Lacerda was slightly injured. That sparked a political crisis that culminated with the suicide of Vargas. Lacerda was re-elected to the Chamber of Deputies later in 1954, with more votes than any other candidate. He also opposed the government of President Juscelino Kubitschek de Oliveira. Lacerda was elected governor of Guanabara State, comprising Rio. In 1960, his administration was praised for his efforts to solve some chronic problems of Rio such as water services, public transportation and housing. An opinionated and controversial politician, Lacerda was involved in the crisis of the resignation of President Jânio Quadros in 1961 and conspired against the presidency of João Goulart, hoping to be elected president in the 1965 elections. Lacerda initially supported the military coup d'etat of 1964 and was nominated the UDN candidate. Since the military was not willing to give up power, the 1965 elections were cancelled, and Lacerda began to oppose the regime. In 1968, his efforts to restore democracy in Brazil made him ally with his old enemies, Kubitschek and Goulart, and Lacerda was arrested for a brief period and stripped of his right to run for political office for 10 years. Then, he retired from politics and resumed his journalism and publishing career. In 1977, he died suddenly in Rio de Janeiro. Popular culture. Lacerda was portrayed by Marcelo Araldi in the 2013 biographical drama film Reaching for the Moon and by Alexandra Borges in the 2014 biographical drama film Getúlio. His relationship with the architect Lourdes Macedo Soares is the subject of the 2013 film Flores Raras, directed by Bruno Barreto and starring Gloria Perez. He is also mentioned in the book, Child of the Dark, The Diary of Carolina Maria de Jesus. Biographical reference. Dulles, John W. F. Carlos Lacerda, Brazilian Crusader, Austin, University of Texas, 1996.